Top of the day to you. Bill Hubbard, Coldwell Banker Executives in beautiful British Columbia. This is your real estate market housing review for the Kootenays for June of 2025. The Kootenays has been fairly strong all the way through this correction that we went through. It's definitely did experience a correction, but just not as major as some of the other areas in British Columbia. And the statistics show that. If you look at the absorption here, we've been hovering above that 20% mark for a while. And it started really rising in November of 2024. You went actually down to single digit in December of 2024. And then it was 15, then 19, then 22 and 21 and 20 and 19.56. So hovering around that 20% range. Remember that the absorption shows the percentage of inventory that sells on a monthly basis, and it's the strongest indicator of supply and demand. So an absorption above 20% is a seller's market with upward pressure on prices, and an absorption below 12% is a buyer's market with downward pressure on pricing. So the Kootenays has been in that balanced to slightly above balanced range for a little while now, a few months. And if you look at the sales sort of support that. There was 169 sales in June in the Kootenays housing sales. Last June, there was 148, so up a fair bit. The June before, which was 2023, still in a little bit of a stronger market from post-COVID. But it shows that in the Kootenays, the sales and the prices and everything has remained fairly strong and stable even through this correction. When we have a look at the averages for the quarter, for the second quarter of 2025, the same story exists. The average absorption for the second quarter was 20.42%, up 21% from the 16, I believe, is 16.77%. There was 166 sales that's the average sales for the second quarter. That's up 6% from the second quarter of 2024. The inventory, you would expect that if a market was being in a recovery stage or a positive direction, upward direction in the market, the inventory would be down. The inventory is reciprocal to the absorption and the sales, because the demand goes up, the inventory goes down. And that's exactly what we see here. We see the inventory is down 13.2% this second quarter compared to last second quarter. Prices stable, they're up 0.2%. Last quarter, they were up 1.1%, the quarter before 16%. So the overall picture in the Kootenays is it's a strong, balanced market. It's not blowing the doors off anything, and it's not a boom, but it's a strong, balanced market, and prices are either stable, average price is stable. Higher prices are probably correcting, because that's what happens. The higher prices come down before the lower prices do, and the lower prices are actually starting to inch up. That's your market review for the Kootenays for June of 2025.